Good afternoon. I'm Marcus Simmons. I attend Liberty University. This course is HSCO508, Studies in Interpersonal Communication. And this is my interpersonal communication plan assignment. The title is FAM, F-A-M, and ILY. The ILY stands for I love you. My plan basically is to make the client or the other individual feel as though they are part of my family. I feel like this approach will definitely help with the rapport and help build the strong foundation for our relationship. I feel like with that strong foundation, our relationship can go as far as it needs to go. We can reach the goals that we set, and we can achieve them, which is, well, should be the end all be all. Let's see. In my plan, I want to have the client feel relaxed and feel as welcome as possible. Is it important, like I said, to establish a rapport as it enhances the relationship, which over time equates to a positive situation. Interpersonal communication is defined as the process of exchange of information, ideas, and feelings between two or more people through verbal or nonverbal methods. It includes face-to-face exchanges of information through voice, facial expressions, body language, and other gestures. As for my behavioral blend, I definitely associate it more with the I personality as it fit me and my temperament. I feel like I'm well liked and others want to be around me, which is also great. Also, I associate with DI as I feel like others expect me to, handle my task. All right. Communication barriers. It can be a mixture of things. Language barriers, an inability to listen, as well as cultural differences. Language barriers is pretty simple. If it's a one-on-one conversation and we don't speak the same language, there is no conversation. Inability to listen. If it's a one-on-one conversation and we do speak the same language, but you don't want to hear anything I have to say and I don't want to hear anything you have to say, there is no conversation. Cultural differences. If we don't understand each other, we maybe feel like there's nothing that we relate on. There's nothing that we can agree on. Where there's nothing we can talk about, there is no conversation. So those right there are three forms of communication barriers. Number 4 goals and strategies. I feel like my goal is to implement feeling like family. As I stated before, if I treat you like family, you're going to usually treat family right. You should. If you don't, it sucks to be a part of your family. As for implementing my formula or my plan, I went biblical. So my step 1 is Joshua 1:9, and it states, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord our God will be with you wherever you go." I feel like it is important that we follow God in the blueprint that He provided to us. It is important to be a blessing. It's a blessing to be a blessing. Bless those around you without expecting things to come back to you. And don't be so caught up on material things. Step 2, Deuteronomy 5:27. Go near and listen to all the Lord our God says. Then tell us whatever the Lord our God tells you. We will listen and obey. God blessed us with 2 ears and 1 mouth, and he did that for a reason. We should listen twice as much as we speak. After listening, we should think critically about the words that we heard, and then we should, establish our response. It's important that we remember that there is power in our tongue. Step 3, Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ, God, forgave you. As we live this life, we got to remember that there was only one perfect being, and that was Jesus. Nobody around us will be perfect. We can't be perfect. We must remember that. But as we know that we can't be perfect, we also must apologize, and we must, right our wrongs. It is important that we, step up, and if we are wrong, we say we're wrong, and we deal with the consequences. All right. As for my conclusion, my strategic interpersonal plan is that we ensure those around us feel both safe physically and also feel safe to, express how they feel without being persecuted or without falling under ridicule. It's equally important that we follow the guidelines that God provided as we look to improve physically, mentally, and psychologically through communication. The quote that I would like to end off with is by Mohandas Gandhi, and it states, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." So, the change that you want to see, be that. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. With that being said, I appreciated this course. I definitely enjoyed it. I learned a lot. And I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Have a good one.